So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Factory Town here today on my channel. Today's episode number 2, and in the last episode we built our first little start to a civilization. We have our houses over here which are providing a good amount of workers at the moment. We have a food supply which they're actually going to be taking some of the food, placing it into the grain mill, which is going to turn it into flour. It's then going to come down this little chute here, and then go to the general store and sell that for gold coins. But it's also going to make them happy as well, which is quite nice. And then to finish off the episode, we started on some stone bricks. So we have our little workers putting some stone into the stonemason, which is turning it into stone brick. And then we have this wagon taking the stone brick and placing it in the barn. At the same time, we have this second wagon taking some of the stone brick, taking it over to the general store, and then selling it to houses as well, which is giving us some red coins. And then we do have a little supply over here of wooden planks. As you can see right now, we have some little workers going into the lumber mill, which is then turning them into planks, and then they're getting stored in the barn, because planks are going to be something which we're going to use a little bit later on. But we do want to keep our red coin supply going, which is from this little wagon here, because that is going to be something we're going to use with the school, which is what we're going to start working on right now. So the school can let us research many new buildings and technologies. So if we press B and open up the build menu, and we move over here to the school, which is right here, we already have all of the materials ready, so that is pretty nice. But we don't actually need to worry too much about where this is going to go, because this doesn't really need to interact with our civilization as far as I'm aware. So I'm not going to build it relatively close to our base. I'm not going to place it here either, because we have iron ore, and that's going to be quite nice to deal with later, which I haven't actually ever done as of right now. So I'm thinking I might... where should I place it? I want to put it near some trees, because we do need to have some wood going into how we are going to be developing the school, but we also want it to be pretty close to some water as well. Maybe over here? It's not really a lot of trees, is it? Where should we place it? I'm thinking maybe we could place it here. It's not the worst case scenario. I guess we'll leave it here for now. It's still pretty close to our civilization, but I can't see anything else that I'm going to use right here now, and it helps clear up some of these trees at least. So let's go place the school down over here, and we have unlocked a recipe, which is paper, and we can make paper by going to the lumber mill, I believe. So if we turn this around like this, and we place this down, as you can see, it's highlighted blue. That means it is getting water from the lake over here. And another alternative, if we're not near any water, is we can place down a well. That is the second alternative, but we're right next to the water, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's go select our recipe. We're going to go ahead and make some paper. There we go. And then we're going to need to get ourselves a little population. I'm going to grab all 4 of them that we have, and then just going to go ahead and place some wood into the lumber mill. And then once we get a decent amount, they're going to start creating the paper. There we go. I'm actually going to take one of these workers quickly, and they're going to transfer the paper to the school. And we need to select a recipe of what we can do. So as you can see here, these are the different things that we can unlock right now. I believe, is there a way that we can highlight what we unlock? I mean, it unlocks farming. So it unlocks farm, animal pasture, and medicine. That's what that unlocks. And they've got basic logistics, which is going to give us some very useful things. It gives us one way. It gives us cloth conveyor belts, which is also something that we do want to be taking a look at. And it unlocks intermediate logistics, which is another thing that we want to look into. So we can see what we're going to need. So I usually start off with farming, because that gives us a way to get food and fertilizer and lots of different things like that. So as you can see, it takes 1 piece of paper, and it also takes 1 red coin for every time that it researches. So if we go ahead and click farming over here, you can see down at the bottom that it needs to be researched 25 times. So in total, it's going to take 25 paper and 25 red coins. And each time it's going to take 5 seconds to kind of like do a little bit of progress. So I'm just going to leave that going right now. In the meantime, we can place down 4 more houses, which is going to give us ourselves a few more workers. So where exactly do we want to place these guys? That is the question, isn't it? I could just place them here. I could just place them down there. But I might place them somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure where I want to place them. I might actually go into my build menu over here. Let's go to tools. And let's go to terrain flatten, I believe it is. Is it flatten? There we go. And this does take a little bit of coins to be able to flatten things down. I think it's 10 coins for every single block. So I'm just going to leave that like that for now. I believe we also have a cut grass option as well. Does this take coins? This doesn't take coins. Alright, perfect. I kind of don't want the grass here at the moment because we don't want the grass. So we've made ourselves a nice little bit of a flat section over here. I think I might place the houses down in this section over here. So I'm going to place them facing the other way. And then we can have a nice path going behind. And then that can go all the way down as well. Don't really know if I'm going to be placing anything else here just yet, but we'll leave it like that. Actually, you know what? Let's take away those paths for now. So if we do want to place something else there, we can do. And I actually haven't leveled up any of my houses, or all of my houses. Maybe I should think about doing that. Each one's going to take 10 coins and 5 planks. It's a good job that we have all of the planks available. So let's go upgrade all of these to level 2. Even the new ones that we've just built, and hey, there we go. We've just unlocked farming, which has unlocked the farm. It's unlocked a new research, which is animal pasture, which is something that we want to look into as well, and another research, which is medicine. So farming. Farms will automatically harvest nearby resources and replant them when depleted. Farm tiles, water, and fertilizer will also speed crop regrowth speeds, which is very nice. We're going to get into that in just a second. Let me go quickly level up these houses. I believe I can click U to actually level them up a little bit quicker as well, which is quite nice. And I can level them up again if I want to as well. It just requires 5 stone brick and 40 coins. But I feel like we are good on our little worker population over here. And we don't have a huge storage of stone brick just yet as well. So let me go ahead and let's select another recipe. I'm going to go for animal pasture for now. So this is going to take exactly the same as the farm. So let's get that going. And I might actually change this up a little bit. Because as you can see right now, this is full. Actually, you know what? We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. I don't know how quickly this is going to go. I can place some workers in here so that it's going to actually improve. So it's now doing it at 210%. That might balance out with the paper. I'm not exactly sure. I could even increase this as well. So that's going to take 5 seconds to make 1 paper. That's going to take less than 5 seconds because it's a little bit quicker. Let's go put some more guys in here as well, and then that should make paper a little bit quicker. It's taking up our population, but that should be fine. So let's have a look here. We've unlocked the farm, so we could use the farm to then send that straight to the grain mill. Now, we do have all of these crops here. Do we have any more crops anywhere else that could be a viable source? Not at the moment, it doesn't seem. Okay. So I can either try and place a farm down over here, or I can try and make my own farm. That is the question. I feel like I've got a decent amount of land over here, so I might actually make my own farm, which I think will be quite nice. That's the end of the tutorial as well, so we're literally just going at it on our own right now. But I think I might make my own farm, so for that we're going to need the pasteurizer, which is, the pasture, which is right here and it's just been unlocked. We need this because we need fertilizer to be able to make farm tiles, to be able to then actually grow our own crops. So that's the first thing that we're going to want to look into. And for that, we are going to need to get ourselves a lot of grain. So I'm going to go ahead and... Can I upgrade these? I can upgrade these. Alright, I might put the grain in here, actually. Let me go and place 6 little workers down here. You can go ahead and put some grain into this barn. I'm going to get a nice stack of grain just storing up right now, just for a little bit, and then I'm going to get a wagon moving this grain around. I'm going to go ahead and build myself a pasture as well in just a second. But before we do that, actually, let me just go ahead and select basic logistics. This is going to allow us to do conveyor belts and be able to move things without actually needing to rely on the chutes, because the chutes cannot go up, they can only go level or down, whereas if we do need to take something up a level, that is where conveyor belts are very useful. But also, we can take things out of buildings if we do advance that a little bit further. So let's go ahead and get the pasture. So the pasture needs to be near some water, so I'm gonna go place that Where should we place that? I'm trying to think. I want to try and store some things in barns. Because I want to store some of the things that they make into barns. Okay, I might actually have my farm over on this side of the river, actually. Because that's a quite open space right there. And then we could have the pasture over this side. So let's go place our pasture down here. There we go. And this is going to require grain, I believe. Is it grain? No, it is animal feed that it's going to require. So to start off with, the easiest one is to just go with fertilizer. You get 1 fertilizer for 1 animal feed and 1 bucket of water. Now, because this is already getting water, we don't actually need to worry about the water. So we simply just need to give it animal feed. And we get animal feed from the grain mill, I believe. So let me go ahead and place that. Should we place it a little bit behind here? Maybe I might place it like here over the water. So we're actually going to be going into our little structuring a little bit. We have structure blocks over here. I am going to go ahead and get some wooden arches. Whoops. Let me go ahead and take that away. And I'm just going to do some wooden arches for now. I believe these look slightly better than the scaffolding ones, I believe. Can I build the grain mill on top of this now? I can. Excellent. So, I'm going to leave a gap, and that gap can go right here. There we go. And I actually don't really need these ones here, to be honest. There we go. Actually, can I cover those up with, like, a path or something? Let me move it quickly. Can I cover those up with a path? Let me go take a look. Or a road. Maybe I could cover them up with a road instead. I can. There we go. Let's move that back again. Oh, no, it's not letting me move it now. Alright then. Well, goodbye. Let's just go move you onto the platform then. There we go. So, this is going to be making animal feed. And that animal feed is going to go straight into the... Nope. Into the pasture. There we go. So when you click on it, you can see where the green arrow is. That's naturally going to send items out of this building. You can, however, extract them from different locations just a little bit later on. So that's going to be going into the pasture. The pasture for now is just going to be creating fertilizer because we need that to actually make a farm. And I think I might build like a road just at the side here. So let's go back to some of those structure blocks. I'm going to go ahead and do some... I'm going to do some wooden pillars. Terrain's too steep. Is it really too steep? Let's... There we go. Right, let's go back to the... Where was it? Wooden pillars. You need a support block? Well, I'm trying to do the support block. Can I actually build... Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Can I go ahead and build on... I haven't really dealt with these too much. No, I didn't mean to do you. Let's go take you away. Oh, we already have one there. Okay, never mind. Can I build a road on top of this, simply? Can I do a road on top of this? Ah, no, it goes underneath. Okay. Well, in that case, let me go take these away quickly. And we'll just do a scaffolding block on top of that. There we go. And then on top of that, we can do the road. There we go. So what I'm going to need to do for now is I'm going to need to build myself... Or not build myself. I'm going to need to have a wagon taking this grain. I'm going to need to upgrade this as well. Look at that. We've got so much grain in there. And our stone supply is actually going down a little bit. Maybe we should put a little chute over here as well. Oops, nope, didn't mean to do that. Meant to click rotate. There we go. Alright, maybe if you guys take your stone and place it into the chute instead, then that might be a little bit better for you to be able to... Let's take all of you and place them into there. There we go. That might be a little bit quicker. Especially this guy doesn't even really need to move. That might be a little bit quicker getting the stone supply in there, and then that can kind of balance out a little bit. Let's go get ourselves a second wagon. Maybe I might even need 2 of them, actually. You can go ahead and take the grain and place it into the grain mill for now, because we don't have a supply of fertilizer just yet. So those are going to be taking the grain all the way over to this location. And to be honest, I don't actually need this road here now. I might actually change this road, or this path, should I say, into a road, because they do actually move much quicker. And I've only just realized our stone supply has gone down, and that's because I have been making stone roads. So that would probably be the reason why. Let's go ahead and place those down like that, and you can see how much quicker they actually move, which is quite nice. I might even see if I have enough stone. Do I have enough stone? I got 9 stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might just be able to get a road in here as well. There we go. Just so they move a little bit quicker. So this is going to be filling up with grain, and then that's going to be going into the fertilizer from the animal feed. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and build myself a barn. And this barn is going to allow us to be able to then use that fertilizer anywhere we want to. So let us build... should we just do the one barn for now? I guess we could just do the one barn. And let us go ahead and just simply... Oh, no, we can't. Okay, so as you can see, that means that's a no-go. That means that we cannot use chutes to take these barns away. That means we're going to actually need to use a wagon or a person or conveyor belts when we actually get those, which we've actually just unlocked. But unfortunately, we actually need to make cloth first before we can actually make them. So we're not going to look into that just yet. But as you can see, conveyor belts here. Conveyor belts are critical tools for automating your town. Place them on a building front tile and resources will automatically output onto them and carried away. And you can also directly feed resources into any side or level of a building from a belt, which is very handy to know. So let us go ahead and go into the path first. Let's just do a simple road here, and we'll build ourselves a second wagon. This is going to go take the fertilizer and put it into the barn. So it's going to be nice and quick, and we should have hopefully a decent supply of... okay. So you're taking your time to go a different direction. Because there's only one wide, I might actually consider moving my houses just a little bit. Can I move all of them at once? I can't. Okay. Well, let us go ahead and move you all up one. There we go. The reason I'm doing this is I'm going to make this road too wide. For that reason, that when there are multiple cars wanting to get past each other, they don't need to worry about being in the way of each other. And how are we doing over here on storage? Are we kind of... so we actually have max stone here. Let's increase our population here. That's going to make stone bricks a little bit quicker. And let's see how we're doing in the supply. We're probably going to go down a little bit, but that's fine. Maybe reduce the workers by 1. And let's see if that balances out a little bit. Can we get to 10 before it resources? We can. 9. So it's a little bit slower. We probably don't even need 4 workers in it. And this is slowly starting to fill up with stone again. But we are making ourselves some fertilizer, which is perfect. So now that we're getting the fertilizer, we can start working on the farm. So let's go over here to our buildings and let's go ahead and create a farm. Actually, we don't have enough stone brick just yet. Oh, now we do. Perfect. We're literally getting things at the perfect time. Where are we, farm? There we are. So this farm, if it's near water, it's going to actually benefit from getting water for our crops. So I could just simply try to think of the best place to put it. Which has got the most tiles covered? Maybe here? There we go. So we'll place our farm down. We're going to fill all of this with tiles, or the majority of it with tiles. We're going to have these locations coming out. This is going to transfer the wheat over to the grain mill. So let us start off by applying water. And that's just going to literally fill the farm up with water. And then if we go down into our buildings again and go to our farming and mining, we can create farm tiles. So we need 2 fertilizer and 5 gold coins to be able to then make a farm tile. So I'm just going to try and do as much as I can. As you can see where it's highlighted in like a yellow color, that means that this is going to be benefited from the the farm itself, and it could be harvestable. So we are going to need the fertilizer for that. As you can see, we don't have any fertilizer stored up here right now. We're simply waiting for the wagons to bring the grain, and it's, how many grain is it to make an animal feed? It's 2. So every time that a wagon comes along, it'll make 2 grain. Not 2 grain, it'll make 2 animal feed, and it needs 1 animal feed to make 1 fertilizer. So every time the wagon gets there, it's making 2 fertilizer. That's fine. Oh. Okay. Let us go ahead and... Can I filter individual... No. I don't want that. I want individual ones. Can I filter individual ones? Hold on a minute. No. I want to... Can I change you? Apply item filter. Ah, there we go. Stone brick. There we go. So that's going to be storing stone brick no matter what, which is what I wanted to do. So you can see we have a lot of wheat stored up here. Look at all that wheat. We've almost got 3 stacks of wheat stored up right now, which is a lot. And this is slowly depleting our grain supply over here as well, which is actually quite nice, to be honest. And that's slowly filling up with stone. How are we doing here? 16 fertilizer right now. Let's go place some more farm tiles down. I'm going to leave these empty here. And it's simply just covering all of this location over here. There we go. So we've got a decent amount to start off with. Let's go on to and plant some grain. So we have plenty of grain right now. What am I missing out on? Oh, I need money. Ah, that is what I'm missing out on. I need money. Oh, I can see our little guys over here aren't finding any grain anywhere. Well, in that case, you can put grain into here. And maybe we'll get a second wagon creating some more as well. I'll tell you what, why don't you unload what you've got there. So that wagon's just going to be useful, and it's not going to be selling those anymore. And I'm going to use this wagon to then take the wheat to the grain mill. And I'm going to go ahead and delete this path for now as well, because we ain't going to need that anymore. I'm going to use the wagon to kind of like fuel the grain mill instead to feed them, because half of our little workers there weren't even finding any food. And let's go make some more wagons. How many more wagons can we make? Workers, I don't have the money right now. That's the issue. That's the issue right now that we have. We've got 2 wagons working. Do we have 2 wagons working? I think this one's taking them over in that direction as well. Alright, let's go make some roads over here, shall we? Why can I not make any more? It's the money. It's literally the money. That's the issue that we have right now, is the money. So we need to be selling our grain into the food market to then be able to sell it. Oh, money. I've not actually had this issue with money before. I guess I've been just too preoccupied on trying to change things. Alright, so if I can use this to just simply feed into the... Does this have any... Oh, I need to actually select the grain. There we go. So that's starting to create the grain. There we go. As you can see, that's going to be feeding the grain mill, which is going to give us more fertilizer. That means that this wagon can also just feed the grain into... Oh, you're already feeding it. It's this wagon that can feed into the grain mill. There we go. Are you going... Nope. You're also wanting to go into the grain mill. I want all 3 of these wagons feeding our grain mill right now, so that it can at least start getting us some money so we can actually do some stuff. But how many roads can I build? I can do some more roads there. And I can do some more roads there as well. Can I do any more? There we go. Alright. So, this is going to be a lot of grain coming. And see, they're going quite slowly back as well. At least they're going there pretty quickly. You move out the way. And at least that's some money coming in. Every time that we place 3 wheat in there, it's 5 coins. So it is going to take its time. But we should be fine. How's the grain doing here? See, we're still maxed out at the moment, so I don't even think we need this many workers working on it. We could probably take a few workers away. And maybe even make another wagon for now. Just so we can start getting a little bit more money as quickly as possible. So you can go ahead and take that. And take that into there as well. And while that's happening, we're going to go ahead and plant some more grain if we can. I think money was the issue that we had. Yeah, it was 10 coins each time. But at least we're able to do this quite quickly. Can I increase that? There we go. So that's going to be feeding that a little bit quicker. That's then going to be giving us some fertilizer. And then we can get some more farm tiles there very shortly. But yeah, food is the major issue right now that we have. And your maximum, so maybe we'll lower this down a little bit. And increase the grain population. There we go. So you're now at 200%. So you should be able to do grain a little bit quicker. And at least get us some more coins. Because that is what we are really, really lacking right now. And at least we're storing up some stone as well. Because we're not actually selling any stone for any red coins. You're still getting wood? You are still getting wood. How are we doing over here on the supply? We've got plenty wood. Plenty wood in here, and we've got plenty wood in there as well. That's fine. We've got plenty wood. Alright, how are we doing here on the grain? Slowly depleting. Slowly depleting, but I mean, we still have a lot of little dudes over here running around. Let's place another dirt path there, so they should run a little bit quicker. Look at these little guys. Whee! Where are they actually going? Where are they taking? You're going all the way over here just to take wood into there. Really? There is wood right there. Just take it that way instead. Surely it makes more sense to just take it from that direction. There you go. That makes much more sense to take it from that direction. I want to get this farm done by the end of the episode, guys, so we can see some automation going in here. And you know what? Let me actually quickly go on to select recipe. I'm going to go on intermediate logistics because that's going to give us the grabbers, which are what we mainly want to unlock. So let's go for intermediate logistics right now. That's going to take 3 paper and 1 red coin each time. And it's going to require 100. So that's going to require 100 red coins. And we've got 162 right now, so that's fine. And the paper can be done from our little workers over here, which is fine. Oh, there's a little... What are you doing? No, little dude. Little dude, you are... That's not the right way to do things. You're on the wrong side. Come over this side. What are you doing in the water? There you go. Take it that way. See, isn't that much better? That's much better than the way you was doing it. Okay. So... How are we doing? There we go. 300 coins now. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead and try and place some more farm tiles down. We should have a bunch of fertilizer now. It's simply just the money. That's the issue that we have. We also could harvest a herb there as well, but I don't think I'm going to want to... don't think I'm going to be using that. So let's go and... it's not destroy block. It's remove resource. There we go. So we have all of this now. And, oh, we might be able to actually place a little bit more down here as well. There we go. Can we place a little bit more down? Farm tiles, we can. There we go. And then we'll start planting some more grain. So we can plant other things down as well. In the future, we can plant apples and herbs and lots of other things as well. But right now, at the moment, grain is what we want to be focusing on to get ourselves some of this fertilizer. Which we're not getting a huge supply of right now from the farm, but we can speed that up in a little bit, and then it will be able to give us more grain. And we actually might be able to, once we get it so quick and it's harvesting a lot, have even two little shoots coming out of here that might even fill it up a little bit quicker. But we are at least getting some money now, which is quite nice. I just want to finish off this farm, maybe bump this up as well. I feel like we have a huge population that we don't really need to have all these little guys running around. We can kind of automate the forester a little bit as well shortly. But how are we doing on stone? We got 106 stone, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade these quickly. I know our happiness is pretty low. Oh no, I don't have the money. Never mind. How many did I get to level 3? I got 2 of them to level 3 then. Okay, so food is a huge issue right now. We're getting 5 coins every so often. How are we doing on the grain right now? How are we doing? It's going up slowly, but we should be fine. We should be fine. And we've got at least 4 more workers. Let's bump those into here, and it should start going a little bit quicker. It's going 235% now. And if we even wanted to go quicker, we could just take away the water. So it could literally just be grain. So as you can see, it's going a little bit quicker, but we want to keep the water on there for now. And we can even have it a little bit later on, the fertilizer going back into the farm. to then allow us to fertilize it and be able to harvest even more. But for now, let's plant some more grain down. It costs 10 coins to place one down, so I can place another 4 down, another 5th one down. And there we go. So we're almost filled up with the grain right now. And as you can see, it's slowly taking the grain away. But I do want to try and automate this a little bit more, probably in the next episode. We do have advanced logistics going. So what we can actually probably focus on now is we have plenty of fertilizer at the moment. I might actually change this recipe up a little bit, because I need to start getting some wool or something like that. So I might change the fertilizer, and I might change it to wool instead. So this is going to take 2 animal feed each time, but it's going to start creating 1 wool for us. And I might need to make another barn for the wool. So let us go ahead and place a second barn down. We actually have the money for that, which is quite nice. Let's go place another one of those down. Let's go place another road down. There we go. And you can simply... Actually, hold on a minute. Nope, nope, nope. I'm going to have you only taking wool. Oh, no, not cotton. Wool. Where is the wool? There we go. So you're only going to take wool, and you're only going to take fertilizer. So I think what I might be able to do now is... is it this one? There we go. So what this cart's going to do now is... Is that correct? Am I clicking the wrong one? I thought there was a way that I can have it so this wagon can just simply... Whatever it picks up, it can then take to whichever one it needs to. There we go. So it's taking the wool, and then once the wool runs out, it then might start taking the fertilizer. Wait for it. There you go. So it's taking the fertilizer, it'll then take the wool, and then it should keep entering its contents into the barn. And that's going to be perfect. Take the word fertilizer. There we go. So it's going to fill both of those up, and we are slowly going to start getting a bundle of wool, which we can use to make the cloth, and then the cloth can be used to make cloth conveyor belts. But at the meantime, we are actually getting a little bit more money. So let's go quickly finish off the grain. I think we might have enough money just right now to finish off the grain. There we go. There we go. And do we have any workers available? We don't at the moment, but we can upgrade these houses a little bit. So we can get a couple more little workers to be able to go into the farm. So we can put it on 10, which is going to give us more grain going into the grain mill. So every 4 of those is going to give us 1 animal feed. So we should be able to start getting a decent supply of wool. And we definitely need to sort out our population in the next episode. We want to go a little bit more automated. How are we doing on logistics right now? We're on 44 out of 100. So we still got a little bit to go. But for now, we're not doing too bad. We aren't doing too bad. Might actually remove this one and then put that to stone brick as well. There we go. Just so I've got 2 slots of stone brick and 2 slots of wheat for now. And this is actually almost empty. So once this is empty, I could probably remove these workers from here. And maybe potentially use... Oh, so you see this here? We're on maximum output here now. We don't have any more workers right now. Okay, well, let's upgrade 2 of these. Oh, no, we can do 3 of them. There we go. And let's put those workers into the grain mill. So that's going to produce that a little bit quicker as well. And we should be able to... Are you full as well? You're full as well. So I want to put some workers into the pasture as well. We are literally maxing out this now. So we could actually probably use some of these... from some of the wheat from here to quickly... oh no, we can't do that just yet. Actually, yes, we can. Okay. Let us go and rotate... this. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove these trees quickly. What I'm trying to do here is... That was wrong. Is... When this fills up here, I'm going to have it so some of the wheat will come down here and then feed into the grain mill. That is what I'm going to be doing. Well, that's what I'm trying to aim for anyway. There we go. So that should go into there once I actually fix this, which is right there. And boom. So that's going to fill into that. And then when that gets full, boop, a couple go this way. So it just means that something's always happening. And at least we're then putting some food into the grain mill, which is going to give us some more money. So eventually, once this grain runs out, this farm at the moment here is still going to be providing a little bit of food to the grain mill. But once we unlock like logistics and stuff like that, we should actually be able to have an extra chute coming out. So it should be a little bit better anyway. But look how much that grain's going. That is ridiculous how quickly that's going. We're getting a lot of wheat from that, which is very nice. And how are we doing here? Slowly going down, and the stone bricks slowly building up as well, which is quite nice. But I think I'm going to leave that episode there. We definitely need to sort out a money issue in the next episode. But nonetheless, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. I'm happy that we got the farm going up a little bit. And we got the pasture, so we have the fertilizer and the wool storage going up as well. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Zero, and I will catch you all in another video.